Hi Taurus, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are doing very well. And this is for any sun, moon, or rising Taurus. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, major arcana. So with the Hanged Man, we see the Hanged Man here inverted. He's upside down. His head appears to have a halo. And so there's a couple things happening here. This is someone who is in a state of suspension where you are perhaps waiting for something to happen. You may have been put in a situation where you have to sacrifice for someone else perhaps, or maybe you're putting their needs ahead of yours. But this hangman indicates a sense of really just hanging in there, of perhaps putting things on pause. Also, with the hangman, there's a sense of when you're upside down, you see things in a different way. And this may be telling you that this week you need to look at what's going on in your life through a different lens. And perhaps this shift in your perspective can help you either move forward in relationships, think broader in terms of occupation or skill sets, or just simply a shift in your own personal energy. So with the Hangman, here's another major card, and it's the Fool. And the Fool is a card that brings out a lot of hope here, a lot of possibilities, because the Fool's about a new opportunity for you. It's perhaps as a result of a new way of thinking. Here is the Fool, and the Fool is perilously close to going off the cliff here. His head is in the sky. He has what he needs in that little knapsack. He's holding this pure rose, a sense of pureness and spirit. So we're trying to find happiness and what excites us and that carefree feeling when we see the Fool. And the Fool is asking you to consider taking a leap of faith. And perhaps this is just a way for you to break out of a routine that you've been in. And you need a little more excitement in your life. You need a little more energy. You need the inspiration. And you may choose, or you may be thinking about doing something different. So taking a leap of faith in an unknown area or in a desired area can be very invigorating. It can make you feel alive. And so the Fool brings this hope that when we start on something new, we look forward to it. We look at it with wonder. You know, the thing to think about is there's a difference between taking a leap of faith and a bad risk, you know, a dangerous risk. And as long as we know that, you know, that I'm taking this leap of faith with my eyes wide open, and I'm aware of what may happen if things don't quite work out the way, you know, it's like, that's okay. You know, you're letting it go. So you're celebrating this energy of bringing something new into your life. Perhaps a new relationship, again, work-related, family-related, hobby-related, but something for you to really look forward to. New cycle, a new journey for yourself. So now let's get some cards for guidance. So interesting, a couple of Pentacle cards. We have the Page of Pentacles. And with the Page of Pentacles, we get a sense here of this youth studying and holding the pentacle. And he's studying and holding the pentacle because he's hoping to learn. He's hoping to gain knowledge. He's hoping to gain experience and wisdom. And so this page is studious, is devoted to learning, is devoted to working hard. But it's really about the pursuit of knowledge. And when we see pages, it could be an offer. It can be a message. Maybe in some cases it's an instruction. But he's looking at that pentacle. He may be thinking, how can I bring abundance into my life? How can I make more money in my job? How can I find more pleasure in what I do? And so he's going to study the situation. He's going to use all of the pragmatic attributes that we attribute to the Pentacles, you know, planning, taking their time, grounded, common sense, moving slowly, not doing anything too rash. And so that may seem like a contrast to the Fool, but perhaps this is after you've taken the leap, that now you're in the position for being able to study for pleasure, to study for enjoyment, for things that are, you know, compelling to you. And then we have our hardworking fellow taking a break here, and he is checking out his handiwork. There's a couple things here. There's an idea of taking a break from whatever it is that you're doing to assess your work, to see where you are, to think about how you're doing. You may be feeling impatient. You may be feeling like it's taking forever for whatever it is that you're planning or that you're doing, and particularly the suspension and the wait, or perhaps the sacrifice. He's very close to having reward here. Very close. And so there's a matter of, yes, take the time necessary you need to think about things, to assess, to check your progress. But be mindful that you're so close to the final product, to the completion, that maybe now is not the time to quit. There's a lot of care and feeding of this pentacle bush, putting in the hours, putting in the time, and for some, putting in the money into an endeavor that's important to you. And so whether this is the new journey that as you've been studying and you realize that maybe it takes some time and energy to make our new paths work and to have, pleasure, reward from them. It's just not overnight. It takes time. And finally, let's see what the possible outcomes are for you for the week. So we have Justice, the major arcana. And with Justice, we see the figure here sitting on the throne, holding the scales with the sword straight up. This is a card telling you to pay attention to fairness within your life, issues. Look around. Do you feel that you are being treated unfairly? Are you involved in a situation where there's inequality, where someone is not acting with integrity or honesty or truthfulness? So justice can be about a sense of karma, that, ultimately actions have consequences and they can catch up with us. But this is an outcome here of along the way of someone may be questioning the idea of fairness, of equality. Are matters being decided that are just and are based on perhaps the facts? So the other thing with justice in a literal matter could be that you could be dealing with contracts. You could be having maybe an issue in court, traffic court, some legality. But really, I feel that it mostly goes to truthfulness and decision-making based on what the fair outcome is for all parties. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles brings us, it's really intergenerational care of the family. And so what does that mean? That means the legacies. We see the patriarch, we see the children, the couple, the pets. It's the welfare of the family from terms of prosperity, security, comfort, abundance, health, everything, is that all of the work that's involved here can be impacting the family, the finances, the resources of the family. And perhaps the shift in your thinking and the move to doing something new is going to have great results for you in terms of securing finances for elderly parents or your children or what have you, your extended family. So possible outcomes is that this week we are thinking about perhaps the impact of our planning and of our work and the decisions that we have to make. We're thinking about how they affect the family. What's interesting here is we don't have swords, we don't have cups, we don't have wands. We have a couple of big idea cards with the majors and then the pentacles. So really it's a week of thinking about money, career, finances, and your resources, including your time. So let's choose an oracle card, and this is going to be a meditation point or focus area for the week. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So a beautiful card with the butterflies, transformation, taking flight, beauty, and embracing enthusiasm. The Fool is very enthusiastic about the journey. So if you are on a new journey for yourself, however big or small, embrace the enthusiasm. It's a lovely, lovely idea for the week. And now let's get a card for spirit or emotional self. Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So I really feel that this is a direct message. Trust your decisions. Trust the decisions that you're making. You might, if you're not trusting yourself, you may miss out on opportunities, new paths, excitement, the ability to harness and to really enjoy the enthusiasms of life. And finally, let's choose a card for love. Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Learning to meet another's need for love. So it's really the understanding of where your partner or someone that you're dating or someone that you care about, where they're coming from. The why. And so in relationships, they get stronger and more powerful as you get closer, as you are honest and open and sharing. That's depth, and that's how you build intimacy and long-standing relationships as well. This is what I have for you for the week, and I hope that you found something helpful here today. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment, and come and see me next week. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.